Welcome to the following presentation of the Johnston County Public Middle Schools American Football Contest on the West TV Sports Network. On behalf of the West TV Sports Network, please enjoy the game.
The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com.
For the fourth consecutive season in a row, we welcome you to the tradition of once or twice a year, middle school getting a chance to experience what it's like under the Friday night lights on the high school level. And we are set for another matchup here on a beautiful, well, let me check that. It's cloudy and it's actually been sprinkling off and on, but temperature-wise, great night for football here at Nixon Fowler Stadium, location 1 right off of Highway 70. The Riverwood Ravens hosting the Clayton Eagles at Clayton High School, and we are looking forward to this one. Welcome to our coverage on the Community Radio Network. I'm 𝗦𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗯𝗲. We have an amazing group of people alongside. When Mark Coates isn't running the clock, he'll be adding his color commentary dialogue. He probably knows a lot of these young kids that are going to be the future Comets, in the next couple of years. Coach Scott Chadwick talked about last night at Comets Football Weekly at our radio show at Vincent, so he'll be stepping in watching some of these players for Riverwood and Clayton. Jackie Posey is here as well. Even our CRN mascot, Chance Wayne's in the house. This is actually the first ever football game he went to, so it's pretty special to have him be a part of the moment. But nonetheless, we're ready to see what Coach Marchese and the Clayton Eagles will take on against Coach Russell and the Riverwood Ravens. It's kind of funny that we mentioned Riverwood being the home field tonight, but actually they flip-flop year after year for the last 4 seasons. One game in the season, Clayton Eagles are at home, then Riverwood is away. Flip-flop it for this year, and we're ready to see what happens here tonight at Nixon Fowler Stadium. Well, we're just about less than 10 minutes away from kickoff to get this game started. Jackie Posey, obviously, when she can join us for games. Crazy work schedule, I know. But this is a really cool game to cover the middle school kids, isn't it, Jackie?
I've enjoyed it. I've done it every year for the last 3 years, so it's interesting to see what talent's coming up.
It is, and it gives us an opportunity to really get a chance to see where we are on the upcoming level with the kids in the middle school to the farm level going to JV and obviously varsity. So Mark will tell you whenever he chimes on that there's rules differently in middle school than high school and obviously college, and definitely we'll see how all that shakes out. But at the end of the day, Mark, 2 people get on the offensive, defensive line. You put a football on the field, you try to throw it in the air or run it on the ground, and first guy to score wins. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Hey, we got coach interviews as we have a very fast pregame show presented by Allstate, reminding you you're in good hands. Jackie.
I was just going to say, in middle school, you don't kick a field goal. You go for the 2-point. Is that correct?
Yes, they normally don't kick field goals. Okay. You're exactly right. No PATs, no field goals. I mean, I guess you could try to go for a field goal, but if you score a touchdown, you try to go for the 2-point conversion. So, actually, I don't think they got field goal posts in middle school, do they, Mark?
Riverwood's got some.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they just always line up good.
Yeah, see, so I got a feeling, Mark, like Mark and Jackie, you just said, there'll be a lot of less field goal kicking tonight. Hey, so let's jump inside the coach's corner, as I was able to grab an interview with the coaches before kickoff here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. But first, here's a quick word from Allstate.
I'm a guy who lost a bet and my dignity. As if watching my team lose wasn't punishment enough. What are you looking at, huh? It's a 1-speed. And if you have cut rate car insurance, odds are you'd be paying for that yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Hey, I'm walking here.
Remember, you're in good hands, Common Country, with Allstate. And here's the thoughts of the Clayton Eagles head coach, Coach Mark Marchesny, as he gives his thoughts as they get ready to go on the field here tonight. Coach Paul Marchesny joins me on the field here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium, and obviously the head coach of the Clayton Eagles. And as an alumni of Clayton Middle, Clayton High, what's it mean to be here at the turf at Nixon-Fowler and letting these middle school kids experience a great game tonight?
Oh, it's a great time. It gets them, ready for the next level, and I'm excited to see them and the crowd. This is what it's all about, and some of these kids, they see how important football is to them, and they take this passion on to the next level. It's all you can really ask for.
I'll be honest as well. I just found out from your athletics director that you got another game here on the turf at Nixon-Fowler Stadium on homecoming weekend, Thursday, October 9th against Sweep Creek.
Yeah, I'm excited about these little tiny rivalries, but actually when they get to high school, they start becoming teammates. It gives the crowd just a preview of what's to come, and a lot of these kids, they're good kids, and they work hard, and they bust their butt in the summer, and they end up here, and we just see how it all works out. So I really like being that coach that introduces them to football and how it's run.
So, Coach Marchesny, what's the team looking like this year? How's the Clayton Eagles? What are they going to be like on the turf tonight here?
They're going to give 100%. Like I said, they we go out there and we're not making any excuses, nothing. We're going to give it our all. And
when disaster takes control of your life, ServPro helps you take it back. ServPro shows up faster to any size disaster to make things right, starting with a single call, that's all. Because the #1 name in cleanup and restoration has the scale and the expertise to get you back up to speed quicker than you ever thought possible. So whenever never thought this would happen actually happens, ServPro's got you. Call 1-800-ServPro or visit servpro.com today to help make it like it never even happened.
If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
we'll hopefully make Clayton proud and make this high school proud one day too. So
I'll be hard-pressed to say, as we're doing our pre-game interview, there's a little precipitation coming down on the field. Have you prepared for anything of this element to prepare for this game tonight with the players?
Well, that's the great thing about coaching is that, you got to be ready for everything and anything. So, yeah, they'll be ready. We'll try to keep the ball dry. I'll try to keep the ball dry, whatever we have to do. But we'll be here, rain or shine. We will be here 100%. We'll give our 100% as well. So.
Who are some players that we better be watching on radio or listening to in Radio Land tonight on the field?
C.J. Walker, Lane Sadlecki, both of them are our, Martin Soul, Ravion, he's a little banged up, will be playing tonight, but Ravion Thompson is one of the other captains that lead us through our games and lead us to victory as well. So, and I can, have to do a shout out as well to Wesley Kreiner. He just first year as a football player, and he's really picked the game up real quick, and he looks like a natural. So we're excited about it.
Thank you, Coach. Go Eagles.
Thank you.
All right. So that's the Clayton Eagles coach, and that is, of course, Paul Marchesny, the coach for the Clayton Eagles. Again, they are the away squad. The head coach, Matt Russell, for the Riverwood Ravens. I was able to grab a word with him after the referees meeting. A few minutes with this coach as they get ready to be the home squad here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. 2-0 for the season for the Ravens. Here's his thoughts before kickoff as well. Back here on the field for pregame, and we heard from the Clayton Eagles coach. Now we're going to talk to the Riverwood Ravens coach, which is the home team for this game of the Middle School Football Classic. And this, is, of course, is Coach Paul Russell. Coach, Ravens, ready to go here? What a moment, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate being here. I appreciate Coach Chadwick allowing us this opportunity to play here. We are ready for tonight.
It's a special game. What's the team been like this year? What are we going to be watching or listening for the Riverwood Ravens?
Just hard-nosed football, bringing it back to traditional style football. We're just going to grind it down. We're going to play our style of football.
Man, like Clayton and Cleveland, it seems, Riverwood and Clayton's got a nice gel to it of the middle school world, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love playing Clayton. I went to both schools as a middle schooler, and I just love having them come together and play on the field that they'll potentially be playing on next year.
How's the season been this year for the Riverwood team?
It's been. We've had to grind it out. We are currently 2-0. We're hoping to go 3-0 tonight. You know, we've been in every battle. It's a dogfight every game, and we plan to continue to fight tonight.
This is a special game for the players. What's it like for the coaches as well?
A lot of my coaches actually were alumni here at Clayton High School. It's very nostalgic for us. Actually, all of our coaches are alumni from here. And just being able to be on the field again, even though it's not the same field for some of us because we're that old. But that being said, you know, I just love being here in the environment. Once you're a Comet, you're always a Comet.
Tell you what, obviously, who are some players that we're going to be keeping an eye on the field for the Ravens tonight?
To be completely honest, I think all of the Ravens that are going to be on the field tonight are going to be absolutely on fire. You know, a few of them, they do kind of stand out. Our wide receivers, Mike Alexander, Jelani Harris, our quarterback, Clayton, all of those guys. Our offensive linemen, like I said, the Ravens are here as a unit and we're going to play as a unit.
Coach Russell, thank you. Go get them.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. Good luck. So there's the thoughts of the coaches, and we now bring in Mark Coates to the booth. And Mark, always enjoy the color commentary that you add, obviously, when you're not running the clock. So passionate on the field, my friend.
Passionate commentary.
Yes, sir. What's these kids thinking right now? Getting ready for probably one of the greatest games of their life at a young age.
Well, to them, it's just football. They want to go out there and they want to win. Both of these two schools feed into our program here at Clayton. So a couple years ago, they started competing over here on the big field, you know, at the high school, so that they could kind of get a feel for the upperclassmen, I'm going to say the 8th graders, about who would be coming from Riverwood, who would be coming from Clayton Middle, you know, so they could kind of get an idea, get excited about coming to Clayton High School and participating, you know. And I think that's why, you know, our numbers are what they are, and, you know, we continue to have the kids that want to come here and want to play and participate at a high level. And, you know, this is one of the things that gets them excited about it.
It sets the stage, no doubt, as the Riverwood Ravens, they busted out first as the home squad. Now the away squad, the Clayton Eagles, get ready to now run on the away side. But obviously, let's be honest, Mark, this is Riverwood Clayton territory. It's a neutral game, honestly. They just flip-flop it back and forth year after year. Sometimes you're home, sometimes you're away.
They do, and I think we may have played Swift Creek may have played here at one time.
Yes, and Clayton and Cleveland have played each other, too, here before.
Right.
So, and I will let everyone know, when I just found this out myself, they're going to be back here in October, homecoming week, October the 9th, Thursday, October the 9th.
Okay.
They will be having a game against, I think it's the Swift Creek. So Swift Creek and Clayton Eagles will be here on that Thursday, homecoming week.
Okay. Well, good.
Which we will have to decide what we do, because I think we'll be at South Garner for JV that night.
That would give the kids at Swift Creek an opportunity to see what it's like to play football at Clayton High School as well.
So we'll let you know that Riverwood will receive the football to start the game. The Clayton Eagles will kick it off to them. Like it'll be number 9, the captain, 8th grader of Wesley Grenier. You heard what the coach thought about this young upcoming star. He's already put him in the captain spot in 8th grade. And we're about ready to get this game started, as the Eagles are wearing black game pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, kind of the Comet colors, if you will, just kind of a different angle. And we're ready for the kickoff. The Middle School Football Classic of 2025 is underway. Somebody go to the football. I think the Eagles got it. And it went 10 yards, Mark.
It did. The young man went to go down to field it, but it bounced over his shoulder.
Wow.
So mistake there on the kickoff return team, but Clayton Eagles will take over on about the Riverwood, 30? I think that's where they're standing.
And there's no penalty flags.
No.
Everything stands the way it is, and it will be the Clayton Eagles. Jackie, how about that? The ball went over 10 yards. Ravens were kind of, deer in the headlights moment, if you will, and all of a sudden the Eagles recover the football.
Exactly what they needed to do. They jumped right on top of it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Ready to see what happens as your quarterback 8th grader Captain Wesley Grenier will bring him to the line. Looks like they got one to the left, two behind the QB. Running back, fullback, and they're going to hand it up the middle.
Oh, wow.
Got a flag on the play. As tackles are made, number 23 with the carry. That is Lane Selecki running the football there. And Mark, just like that, we have a penalty flag on the field. A lot of penalty flags happen in middle school football, don't they?
They do.
It's like it's going to be a penalty against holding on the Eagles. So back them up 5 yards. So a 1st and 10 will now become a 1st and 15.
20.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
10 yards.
That is a 10-yard penalty. Thought maybe they would give them 5 less because it's middle school, but it's not. Merciless. 1st and 20. Ball on the 40 now. Had a great opportunity to get the ball to start the game, and then they get pushed back 10 yards and a penalty. We go now back to 23, this time on the opening play. And this time he's running the football. That's number 2. He had blockers and help. That's C.J. Walker, the co-captain 8th grader with the carry. And Mark, just like that, what a way to jump up the field and get into the red zone quickly for the Eagles.
It is. It is. The first play was kind of a dive play. That was a pitch. Young man just beat everybody to the outside.
Be 1st and 10. Ball on the 12. They are in the W Energy red zone. Hey, Amy's here. Always good to see Miss Amy Coates.
She said I snuck in.
Her favorite quote of a football broadcast. Okay, I'm done, Wesley.
I gotta go now.
Oh, Grenier. It's going to be a handoff, and they read it quickly. The Ravens defense says you're not going nowhere. Might have lost some yardage there. Number 9 with the handoff to our running back, and number 3 went nowhere. That's Tyrone Skipper, Mark.
Yeah, that defensive front for the Ravens was there. He gets a 2-yard loss. It's 2nd and 12 now for the Eagles.
Jackie, we're finally starting to see the sun poke out. We had some rain earlier during pregame before kickoff.
I felt some drizzles when I went and got the water and stuff, but yeah, they said we're supposed to get some weather this weekend.
Man, they've been saying we're supposed to get rain for 3 days since Tuesday, and it ain't done nothing. Here comes now yellow laundry on the field again, and we'll find a penalty from the ref.
False start.
False start on the Eagles, and that will back them up 5 yards. 2nd and 17 coming up. Ball now on the 19. Boy, Mark, it said 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 3 steps back mentality. I mean,
yep.
Eagles getting ready. This is Grenier, pitch. He hands it off to the right side to the deuce. C.J. Walker, he's got room to run. He goes back to maybe the line of scrimmage, and he gets brought down. The Riverwood Ravens are wearing black on black with teal green with white trim in their numbers. Ravens on the side of their helmets as well with gold. Riverwood Ravens and the Clayton Eagles. I want to say, by the way, thank you to the principals and the coaches and the athletic directors on both school staffs. Jackie, they're excited about us broadcasting this game. They made sure we had everything we needed. And we appreciate their hospitality and letting us be able to do this thing here. 5:37 left in the first as there goes.
Oh, wow.
A big stop there, Mark. Ravens defender, I want to say it's number 38 or 28. I lose Preston Brown on the takedown. And this is going to put up a 4th down. And Mark, you kind of talked about this when we got started on the air for kickoff. They don't normally go for field goals. They're going to go at it on a 4th down here.
They are. Might as well. There's nowhere to punt it, so if you don't get it, you just turn the ball over deep in the Raven territory.
Grenier fires. Catch made, number 4.
Short.
He's short. And there'll be a turnover on downs. It looked like he got to about the 5 or 6 yard line. Not enough there, Jackie. It'll turn it over, and it will be
Yeah, they placed him at the end. They placed him at the 6-yard line.
Ravens football. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 6. Needed to get to the 2. And Mark, the Eagles were not able to do that. That's frustrating, right? You controlled the clock. You got the kickoff. They weren't able to get the ball. The Ravens weren't. And then you make some big moves up the field, get to the red zone, drop it to 12, and then you get penalties, and then you just can't capitalize on the plays.
Well, that's just it. I mean, like you said, they got down to the 12-yard line, went backwards from there. Couple of positive gains, but not enough for the first down or the score, so they turn over on downs, and the Ravens take over on their own 6. Small
fella, quarterback, number 10.
He can sling it.
Snap. Give it to the handoff of 35. He'll get
maybe a gain of 2.
Brought down. By the way, the quarterback is number 10 of Clayton James. And that was 35 with the carry of Arian Hunt. Arian Hunt running the football. And Mark, I guess the smart thing to do here if you're the Ravens is just get away from that end zone.
It is.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 now on the 9-yard line. Quarterback ready, James. This time goes right up the middle again, the 35. The 10-35 connection, James again to Hunt. And just continue to move north. Jackie, if you're Riverwood, that's exactly what you want to try to do here is just try to move the chains, and they're doing that. 3rd and 6 now coming up on the 10. Got a yard. I think they picked up a yard that last play. And one of the players lost their mouthpiece. They'll put it back in. Well, you're going to need that. James. 35, room to run. Instead, it's going to be an attempt to throw to number 2. It's incomplete. Great coverage by number 1 for the Eagles defense of Kai Evans. It was intended for number 2 of Jelani Harris. And Mark, just like that, the Ravens are stuck on a 4th down situation in their first series.
They are.
Always great to hear the cheerleaders as well. What you were saying, Mark?
I think they're going to go for it.
Have you got anything to lose at this point in your first series going for it? Would you punt?
Well, the only thing, you're deep in your own territory.
Right.
It is middle school. So
they will decide to throw the play, run the play, and there's flags of the play, and 2's running with it. 23 and 54 on the Eagles defense brings him down. That was Lane Sidlecki as well as 54 Tiago Mendez. And there's a flag on the play as Mark mentioned. We'll find out what the penalty is.
I think that whatever it is, they may decline it. False start.
False start on the Ravens. Penalty is declined. It's the first down for the Eagles, right?
Yep, that's what I thought.
So perfect position. It'll be 1st and goal on the 10 for the Eagles.
I don't get it right all the time, but every once in a while I do.
The referees were very jokative with me on the field, Mark. I said, hey, what's your names? And they're like, we don't unveil our names. we don't unveil our names in middle school. I said, okay, well, we won't mention who you are then. Grenier hands it to 2. Flag thrown in the pile. 2's running to the 1-yard line, but he's short. And there's a flag on the play, by the way. That's C.J. Walker.
C.J. Walker, just so you know, is the son of William Walker.
Oh, wow.
Who is the assistant head varsity football coach here at Clayton High School.
And he is the JV head coach.
Correct.
3-0. They travel to Fuquay Arena tomorrow night for conference play in the 7A classification. In the Greater Noosa, we'll have that tomorrow night on the Community Radio Network.
And this is what backed them up to start with. They took over on downs, 1st and 10. They get a positive play, 8 yards down to the 2-yard line.
Mark, there were 2 flags on the play. They were both holding. They declined one, and they enforced the other. but they were both against Clayton. Jackie, just like Mark said, I mean, Clayton Eagles have had 2 great opportunities to capitalize, and Yellow Laundry's hurt them in their playing.
I mean, it's kind of like watching
the Comets.
Yeah.
Well, and there's no first downs here. It was 1st and goal from the 10.
That's right.
So they've got to get in the end zone.
And now the quarterback, Wesley Grenier, will keep the football. He's still on his feet. He's running. Ooh. Far right side. He's going to drop it around the 10-yard line. This will now be a pickup of at least 10. 2nd and goal from the 10.
Actually, yeah.
As Mark said, that was a 1st and goal on the 20 because they started with a 1st and goal on the 10 before the penalty flags. They did pick up at least 10 yards or more. Okay, they're going to say 9. So 2nd and goal on the 11. So, again, like you said, Mark, Coach, they got to find the end zone here. They're already in the red zone.
Yeah, there's no first downs to be had on this drive.
For Grenier, Sidlecki. Sidlecki will play defense instead and put the block on there for Grenier. He's got help. Is he running? He ran out of bounds.
Hold on. Touchdown.
Touchdown for the Eagles. I thought he had ran out of bounds at the 2. I think the Ravens did also, but they're going to say touchdown Eagles. And Mark, that was a QB keeper by number 9, the captain, Wesley Grenier. And it all got set up by Lane Sidlecki, number 23 running back, putting a great block on the defensive lineman, opening the gap for Grenier to run into the end zone on the right pylon.
That is correct.
So the Eagles, Clayton Eagles, strike blood first here in their 2nd series, and Jackie, a 2nd and 11 or 2nd and goal becomes a touchdown.
Exactly what they need to do, but they need to keep the flags off the field. That way, because they could have already had the score.
They'll now go for 2. Grenier under the center, hands it up the middle, number 3. It got read by the defense of number 60. So the 2-point conversion by Jerome Skipper is no good. Good stop by Christian Holmes. And we've got the Eagles striking blood first here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. This is the Middle School Football Classic on the Community Radio Network.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivot.
We'll pause for station identification on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Since 2018, CRN, proud to be the voice of the Clayton Comets. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Thanks for joining us. Just after 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Mark Coates, Jackie Posey, I'm Wesley Outland. The 4th time we've done this, the Middle School Football Classic. The Clayton Eagles and the Riverwood Ravens with about a minute mark left to go in the first quarter. These games go by fast in middle school also.
They do. I mean, it's middle school. I mean, you get long runs, you get big throws, you get a lot of penalties. But they are only 8-minute quarters compared to the 10 or 12 at JV varsity.
Ready now with a 1st and 10 at around midfield for the Ravens. And there's a flag thrown in.
And it's coming back.
Boy, what heart by the runner of number 35 for the Ravens. That again was Arian Hunt. But Mark, as you said, it's a penalty on Riverwood and it's coming back.
The young receivers weren't lined up correctly, and he moved before the ball was snapped to try to get up on the line of scrimmage. And just about the time he moved, they snapped the ball. So what would have been a 12, 13-yard gain is going to come back and be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, Jackie, that's frustrating. Number 35, Hunt, had a really good run right up the middle. And
he would have had a first down. But
first down and more.
Now he's got to try to do it again.
First down and more. So they'll try again now with about 30 seconds left to go in the opening quarter here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. It'll be a 1st and 15 for the Ravens on the 42. This is their second series of the game. Clayton Eagles were able to finally score in their second series. They're leading 6-0 right now. And Laundry flies again.
And there's the ball.
And Hunt goes down and he caught the football. He did catch it, but I don't know if it's going to count though, Mark. What do you think?
Well, he threw the flag again just about the time they snapped the ball, so I'm thinking maybe it's another procedure penalty.
That was Clayton James to number 3 of Chase Smith. And it is going to be a penalty against the Eagles, Mark. It looks like the Ravens are going to. No, yep, there it is.
It's coming back. They got all the way down to about the 31, which is 20-plus yard gain on that, and it's going to be nullified. So
Coach Russell talking to him.
2 long plays, both for first downs in the opponent's territory, are coming back, and the Ravens have taken a timeout. I don't know if I'd have done that. I may have waited and run the clock out and just talked to them. But they
went to the second quarter.
Yeah, 6.9 seconds remaining, so ball's going to come back to the 37, and it's going to be 1st and 20 now.
We take a break as well. Back in a moment.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
I was jokingly saying during radio timeout, I don't think the referee in the backfield saw that the ref had threw the yellow laundry until he had already realized that he had done it. 1st and 20, ball on the 37. James, the little man, fires the rocket. Catch made by the Deuce. For the Ravens, that is Jelani Harris, and he's going to go up to about midfield. What a great catch, and what a run up the field, Mark. But again, maybe a pickup of 4, 5, maybe?
Well, no, he's all the way up to the 49-yard line. So, I mean, that's a 12-yard gain. What was 1st and 20 is now going to be 2nd and about 8. And we have at the end of the first quarter.
So, about 3 yards past the first, the line of scrimmage marker. So he made up a lot of ground, if you will. Mark, what you take of the first quarter of these two teams right now? Obviously, Clayton Eagles up in front 6-0.
Not bad. I mean, both teams have had some penalties that, have brought some positive plays back. But, it's middle school ball, and they just going to have to execute and learn and continue to grind it out. So it's first, it's going to be second.
It'll be 2nd and what? 8, 2nd and 8. So, Jackie, what's your take of what you saw so far in the first quarter of this game here?
Pretty fast, pretty accurate. It looks like Clayton's kept possession of the ball longer than Riverwood has.
They just ain't done as much with it as it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it all started with the Clayton Eagles kicking it on the kickoff.
The onside
getting past the Ravens. I mean, they were never even near it on the onside kick. It went over 10 yards. I mean, I think it went about 20 yards or more. And the Ravens were like I said, the quote during the headlights, so they got their feathers plucked immediately on the start of it. So now the Ravens will now get ready to flip-flop on the field. They're now going from 70 to school side. Eagles are going from school side to 70 side. And we get ready to put 8 minutes on the clock and start the second quarter. It is James. He's got both receivers left and right, and he gets brought down. Big stops there by number 4 and number 23 on the defense, Mark. That was Goldsberry and Sidlecki.
Nobody touched number 4. He came off the end untouched. They are going to spot that ball, number 43.
Clayton Eagles are donning again black game pants with the blue and white stripes, and of course, white jerseys. The Eagles logo on the back. Clayton Middle School just up the road on Guy Road. Riverwood is near the Riverwood community.
And there goes the flags again.
And flag on the play again. No wonder the referee don't want to unveil who he is.
Dead ball procedure.
Yeah. Procedure violation of the Ravens. It'll back him up again. Back him up again, Jackie. This is frustrating for Riverwood.
Both teams have just been pushing each other back, but I mean, Riverwood keeps going back. That's going to put Clayton in a better field position. So they need to try to get the ball downfield.
And then the same thing happened to the Clayton Eagles as well. So Yellow Laundry City in the first 9 minutes of this game. Throw, no one home, intended for number 32, but Mark, he didn't turn around in time. Nope. 𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃𝗃, by the time he turned, the ball was on the turf.
And he was under pressure the whole time and got hit probably about the time he threw it.
So we now have a 4th and 19. Mark, you were telling us about number 10, the quarterback, Clayton James, the little man. You said, watch this kid. He's very talented.
Well, I asked one of the coaches from Riverwood before the game. He said, watch this. And he threw it about 30 yards with hardly any effort at all. So, I mean,
they're going to go for it on 4th down.
He may be short in stature, but he's got some
correction. They're punting, Mark.
Explosiveness in that arm.
Oh, man. Almost. He did touch it, Mark, but he got back under it. Number 1, Kai Evans. So 73 for the Ravens. Punted the football. That's Landon Riley. Landon Riley did punt it, Mark. It went into the hands of cornerback, halfback, Captain Kai Evans, number 1. He lost the football. Then he was able to get up under it because that would have been a live ball. Ravens going to try to get it back.
Oh, yeah.
Fair game once you touch it. Mark, what's your take of the Comets going into conference play? I haven't really talked to you that much on games this year because you're doing away games and I'm stuck calling NASCAR or on the road. What's your take of getting ready for Fuquay this Friday night here at home?
Well, with the exception of the Hogger game, the offense has been relatively explosive. So hope that will continue this Friday night here at home. Fuquay runs a little bit offense similar to maybe Southern Nash. So look for some.
Grenier to Sedlecki.
Still
he
up.
got tripped up on his feet 2 times, and he still was able to pressure on up the field. That is again number 23, Lane Sedlecki, the 8th grade captain, and move the chains for the running back, Mark. That's a big first down for the Clayton Eagles, and they are already now in Ravens territory.
It is. Now, what I was saying about Fuquay is if they could come in and control the ball.
Because they've had a good year this year, too.
Well, they had to have, and I think that's what it boils down to is, against Hoggard, we couldn't control the line of scrimmage. And the other 3 games we have. So it's important that Clayton controls the line of scrimmage, controls the clock.
Offense has to defend.
I think it's just going to be good to be back at home again, too. Grenier up the middle. Boy, he didn't go nowhere. 2 or 3 men laying down the hit. It started by number 60 for the Ravens of Christian Holmes, the 7th grader. He put a stamp on number 3. He wasn't going nowhere, and we got now a 2nd and 10 coming up, Mark.
Somebody signed that young man up. He is just manhandling.
Yeah, that was Tyrone Skipper that tried to have the carry, and I mean, Holmes said, "You ain't going nowhere, Holmes." Pardon the pun. 2nd and 10, ball on the 38. We're already approaching 5 minutes left in the first half. These middle school games go by rather quickly. Snap very low. Grenier gets it off and whistle stop play. It was intended for number 2 of Walker. He was heading to the right of the Ravens sideline, and then the whistles blew.
I'm going to assume that somebody was moving before the snap.
I think you got to have patience to be referee in the middle school level anyway.
I'm just trying to figure out how do you walk off a 4-yard penalty?
Oh, he did a 4-yard penalty and walked it off?
He did.
Is it yard short?
It is. The ball was on the 38. A 5-yard penalty should put the ball on the 43.
Right.
It's on 42.
Because they blew the play dead. There was no gain on the play. So
2nd and 14. And you're going to put it on the clock like that, too.
Well, I don't know I got much choice.
2nd and 14, ball on the 42. Oh.
Bless these guys' hearts. They are blowing the whistle. Did somebody move again?
I think they did.
I think they called it. Well, the ball went out of bounds. He threw it and it went out.
I know Coach.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Coach Marchesny is definitely happy that he quit sprinkling raining because he didn't want to have to deal with a wet football. He actually said his quarterback was trying to practice to possibly prepare to play in wet field conditions. Here we go, because there's turf here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. It isn't like Clayton, like the grass at Clayton Middle. And another flag thrown in again. False start. Jackie, as you said, on the offense. We'll back them up.
Should go back 5. 2, 3,
So now it's 19, right? 4th and 19. Not 4th and 20. 4th and 19. And he did it. 4th and 19. Good crowd. Home of the Comets. Nixon Fowler Stadium. This place was the turf field back in 2021. 2021 turf field, and since then they've hosted all sorts of special events. Low snap to Grenier. The captain runs. QB slammed down hard. That was Holmes and the help of number, I believe, 32. And that is a big stop there. Wow.
That's what happens when your defensive end stays at home and don't blow himself up the field.
Well, big celebration right there, laying a big hit.
That was key. That flipped the penalties, and that defensive play right there flips the field and puts Riverwood on the 45-yard line of the Eagles, where the Eagles were down close to the 30-yard line going towards the highway. They have now backed themselves up, and the Ravens take over on the
They're already in Eagles territory. First and 10 on the 45. And
timeout.
Jackie, this is exactly what the Riverwood team needs right now to get a bounce back here.
Yep. Need to take this timeout and focus on what they need to do. And
timeout. We'll take one with them.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
As a national top 50 builder and with over 50 years experience, we know how to match the right pool for your family, yard, and budget. We are proud to say we build every type of in-ground pool: concrete, fiberglass, and vinyl. Rising Sun Pools, everything under the sun for your backyard dream.
Back on the field, timeout expires. Riverwood now with the perfect opportunity for the first time in their third series to try to get something done. Heading to the midway point of the first half of the second quarter, and it is the Ravens with the football, and Flandry is flying again.
Timeout Riverwood.
Timeout by the Ravens this time, actually.
They saw the blitz. They saw the defense lined up. Now they called a timeout so that they can regroup and reset.
So a timeout being taken. But Mark, do they get 3 timeouts apiece like high school does? Or, so I'm thinking what Clayton's used to and Riverwood's used to. I think they're down to 1 timeout apiece left.
That may be right.
Yeah.
So Riverwood used one with 6.9 seconds on the clock just before the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
And now this is their second.
Or maybe Riverwood's used 2 and Clayton Eagles have used 1. But I thought, Jackie, the Eagles used 1 earlier as well. So
I thought they did too.
So I think they've used 2 timeouts apiece. So I see a lot of Clayton Comet colors in the grandstands for Riverwood and for the Eagles.
And that should be expected.
Oh, yeah. Great crowds on both sides as well for a middle school game on the turf at Nixon Fowler. All right, James, it's your show. He throws it like you said, Mark.
Oh man, that would have been a pretty catch.
For number 32.
He hit him right in the chest. It was there. It was there.
𝗦𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗰𝗍𝗲. Cromartie, perfect from James. It's just incomplete. Great coverage, by the way, for the Eagles defense, Jackie. And that's DJ Mickens, number 8.
It bounced off his chest. He didn't catch it with his hands.
Here it is now, 3rd and 10. Ball on the 45. James will throw again. This time it's caught. Number 1 running up the field. He's got blockers. He's got help.
Go ahead.
He's trying to go to the red zone. He is just outside the 10-yard line. James to Michael Alexander. Catch made and a big run into the red zone, Mark, for the Riverwood Ravens.
That's a big play.
And twice now, Jackie, we've seen the talent of the little QB of Clayton James throw the rock. Hands it off the middle this time, and the defense read it. 23 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗃 as well as number 54.
He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, 1-2, loss of 4.
So 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝗃 and Mendez on the stop there of the run by number 2 for the Eagles, or the Ravens of Jelani Harris. 2nd and 14, ball on the 17. They lost 4 on that last play. Jackie Posey, this is the first momentum swing offensively we've seen pep for the Ravens going.
Yes, and then to keep going that way.
Trying to head up north as quarterback James under pressure throws it. Intercepted. Interception by the Eagles, number 4, 𝗬𝗯𝗀𝗃𝗯𝗃, Mark, taking it away, and it ends all that offensive momentum for the Ravens.
He was under pressure. He stepped up. Man was open briefly, but under pressure, he throws an interception, and the Eagles will take over on about the 22.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Clayton James, Jackie, had to break away from 2 or 3 defenders coming after him, and then when he threw the football, it was right there in coverage where number 4 𝗬𝗠𝗀𝗃𝗯𝗃 was, and just like that, it was an easy snatch up.
I'd be upset that Riverwood didn't need that upset, but Clayton's favor.
Took it away. Thanks to everybody that's listening on the radio, 87.9 FM, and of course anywhere. We are CRN.com, Mark Coates, Jackie Posey, I'm Wesley Outwood. Don't forget we got football Thursday and Friday starting tomorrow. JV at Bengal Stadium, Fuquay Arena. The JV Comets are 3-0. They go into 7A conference play. And the varsity squad back here at home for Friday Night Lights. As number 2 running with the football on the Ravens side of the field. That, of course, was C.J. Walker. They'll come back to the line. This will now be a 2nd and 5, ball on the 27 with about $1:40 left to go here. 100 seconds remaining in the half. Little confusion and flags will fly. I think there could be a delay of game here.
False start.
False start called on the Eagles. So this will back them up. They'll run the clock again. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. I got to think, Jackie, a lot of penalties and mistakes have hurt the first half of this game for both teams, for that matter.
Yes. And it's a lot of the false starts. That's the main ones that's been called.
Oh, Grenier goes nowhere. He is swallowed up in the backfield by number 33.
The Eagles ain't the only ones that know how to blitz.
The middle linebacker, halfback, 7th grader, number 33, Jordan Achew, bringing him down. And just like that, for the Clayton Eagles, it's now 3rd and 14, ball on the 18, and the clock is down to 45 seconds. And a timeout's taken by Riverwood. I think that's their final timeout as well.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey! Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care.
That's one I think's okay to play.
3rd and 14. Ball on the 18. Eagles throw. Incomplete.
Wow.
And he had a chance, Jackie, to go to number 2 of C.J. Walker, but nobody was there. It's an incomplete pass on a 4th down.
Yeah, ball is tipped, falls incomplete. So
Riverwood should have just had his hand out just a little bit further.
Key play here with 39 seconds left on the clock. Riverwood's used all of its timeouts.
4th and 14 coming up as well.
It is, and I think you're going to see Clayton Eagles just took a timeout.
So they've all exhausted their timeouts on both sides of the field. If I'm keeping count, Jackie, I'm going to say 3 for the Eagles and 3 for the Ravens are gone. And like they say, you don't get them back.
Yep, I believe so.
You get new timeouts for the second half, so, use them. If you got them, use them. Mark, what are they thinking right now? Obviously, they could punt the football, but the Eagles are already up by 6, so do you got a feeling they're probably going to play here, or do you think they're going to try to get out of Ravens territory?
Well, if I'm them and I've got somebody that can punt the football, I'm punting it. Because the Ravens have no timeouts.
Right.
Okay. So if I go for it and I'm short like they were earlier in the first quarter, then you're going to give the ball over on downs with a shorter field down here. So if I got somebody that can kick it, I'm kicking it.
4th and 14, ball on the 18-yard line as they come back to the line. There is under 40 seconds left in the first half of this game. The Eagles have found the end zone one time. They're leading 6-0 here.
I'm blitzing off this corner right now if I'm Riverwood.
And they got somebody in the backfield, Wesley Grenier, and he will punt it. And it's still going to be, Jackie, in great field position for the Riverwood Ravens as it's still in Eagles territory.
Oh.
Did you say a jump ball?
No, I said they got to jump on it.
Oh.
Yeah, because number 23 was actually trying to get it, but they say it's a turnover on down, so Ravens football. Well, I tell you what, number 9, the captain, Wesley Grenier, from one Wesley to another, pardon the pun.
I hope y'all call 2 plays, because if you call a running play, you got to get right back on the ball, because the clock's going to be running.
Mark, do you think we're going to see the little man James launch the football? Is he going to throw deep, you think?
Well, the Eagles are setting up a pass defense. But yeah, I would be throwing the football here to save time on the clock.
Clayton James talking to his running back, fullback on the other side, and a whistle, and it's a... Oh, wow. I think they're saying 52 moved early, Mark.
tell you.
Wow, they're calling it on the Wow, they're calling it on the Ravens. False start on the Ravens mark. I thought 52 moved for the Eagles, but they said Ravens penalty. So we'll back them up 5. First and 15 on the 35 with 15 seconds. James will throw. It is intercepted. That's number 8, taking it away of DJ Mickens. Mickens will run to the Eagles sideline. The Eagles faithful team rejoice with number 8. That is the second interception of the game for the Eagles, or for the Ravens, and the Eagles taking advantage of it, Mark.
Well, he just called a penalty.
There is a flag in the middle field.
And there is, I wonder if it's excessive celebration. Can you maybe a sideline warning, Mark?
I almost think it was a roughing call, roughing the quarterback.
There is a flag on the play. It's right there at the 40. Oh, yeah, it's at the 41.
Okay, I see it now.
The referee's talking with one of the officials now about it.
So the ball was on the 35. That would have been about where the quarterback was throwing the football from.
So is this coming back to the Ravens?
Yes.
Wow. So Mickens' interception is null and void.
2 seconds left on the clock. You better throw a Hail Mary.
Here's the ref.
He's going all the way down to the 19, 18.
What is that? Slack? What is this, Mark?
15.
What is this penalty?
I believe that is the roughing the quarterback.
So I know in hockey it's slashing.
Y'all better get up there and snap the football is what you better do.
Jackie, nice way of saying this with about 2 seconds remaining. The Ravens just got a mulligan here.
They got something.
James with 2 seconds fires to the end zone. Intercepted again.
Open.
This time.
He is wide
Number
open.
2 running.
Blocker and
CJ
everything.
Walker. He's got blockers. He's got help. He's at midfield. He's on the 40. Clock's expired. Walker waves to everybody in the Eagles crowd.
There's a player down.
And that is the half.
Back up.
Number 14, a little slow getting up. Connor Holloman, by the way, was the player that was a little slow getting up. But, Mark, there you go. C.J. Walker, did you say that was Coach Walker's boy?
I believe so.
6-0 at the half. Mark, you're taking the game so far. What do you like? What do you don't like here between the Eagles and the Ravens at 6-0?
Too many penalties. I mean, the one score that the Eagles had was deep in Riverwood territory when they turned it over on downs. So neither team's really got anything going as far as driving up down the field because penalties have stopped them.
Yeah, Jackie, what are you thinking? Obviously, we got the thoughts from
Riverwood they get down the field where they're supposed to be, but then they turn around and either interception or a flag cost them where they need to be.
Penalties galore. So
and the Eagles will get the ball to start the third quarter.
And Mark, what do they have? Like an 8-minute half, right?
8 and 3.
8 minutes and then 3 minutes to warm back up before the kickoff. So and it will be, by the way, the Eagles receiving the football to start the second half. That's a very big pointer, as Mark just mentioned, because when the game started, they went for that onside kick and got the football, Jackie. So basically, if you think about it, you've got 2 kickoffs where you literally have got the Eagles getting possession of the football to start the games.
Yeah. They got the Riverwood's got to get their head in the game.
Not down by much, though. Only down by a touchdown. 6-0. We're going to take a break. Here in the radio booth, this is the Community Radio Network with coverage of the 2025 Middle School Football Special. It is the Eagles. It is the Ravens, the Clayton Eagles, the Riverwood Ravens, and right now, the Eagles are leading 6-0 here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. This is the Community Radio Network.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there. We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bullring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Look at you go. The one-trip grocery champ, snooze button resistor, master sock magic. We know the daily grind can be tough, but amidst the hustle, we see you conquer it all. And at Scooters Coffee, we believe it's the little wins that deserve some big moments of joy. So go on, embrace that tiny triumph. You master parallel Parker you. Take that victory lap and savor the sweet taste of success. Scooters Coffee, you didn't just order it, you earned it.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Winter, spring, summer, fall. Your heating and air conditioning is paramount for your home, your business, commercial, industrial, and total refrigeration takes care of you always. Let the man they call Brock give you 24 hours.
I'm a guy who lost a bet and my dignity. As if watching my team lose wasn't punishment enough. What are you looking at, huh? It's a 1-speed. Hey, if you have cut-rate car insurance, odds are you'd be paying for that yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Hey, I'm walking here.
Get hurt in the game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough. When stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Call it boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfire.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Out here in the middle of all these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. And sometimes, that's how it feels when you're going through tough times. Trouble sleeping, your mind racing. So what do? We get help. There are people in our community who are here for us. Sometimes, just talking to someone can make all the difference in the world. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council. Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health, but you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Check the backseat. Check the backseat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Your family is your legacy. Planning for a natural disaster will make sure you're all safe. Visit ready.gov/plan today for the tools and tips you need to protect that legacy. That's ready.gov/plan. A message brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Veterans, whatever you're going through, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Familia Mendoza empieza así el día. Por suerte pueden terminarlo así. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees. Entra en descubreelbosque.org y encuentra el bosque más cercano. Un mensaje del Servicio Forestal de los Estados Unidos y el Ad Council.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You ace vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
We're back on the turf here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. That has been halftime, and we're about ready to start the third quarter. Jackie Posey, Mark Coates, I'm Wesley Outland. 6-0, your score. Mark, what are the coaches? What did Russell and Chesney starts. Tell the Eagles and the Ravens here to get ready to start the second half of the game.
Well, both teams are playing well. They're doing an onside kick right now. Let's see.
Wow.
Balls tumbling, fumbling. Let's see what they do.
Well, Jackie, let's be honest. The Eagles did it to the Ravens. The Ravens said, we'll turn around and do it to you.
Ravens coach is pointing like it's theirs, so wait and see until they come up and say.
They have not officially made the call yet.
Looks like it was covered by...
It will be Eagles football. They're bringing out the Eagles football for offense, yep.
1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line.
Mark, why is that? Why is there normally like 2 footballs? Like one team wants one football, the other team wants the other
football. So we're not doing the Tom Brady crap?
I reckon it's just what they're used to.
All right, let's see here now. They're right at midfield. 45. Eagles.
Fred, that play, Lord have mercy.
He goes
He
nowhere.
slung him like a sack of potatoes.
He sure as heck did, man. He went nowhere.
Lost the 2.
That was number 23 for the Eagles to start the 3rd quarter of Lane Sidlecki. Number 44, Micah Miller, was the one who made the stop, or at least the first hit. Coming to the line. Line of scrimmage, ready down for 2nd and 10 on the 43 for the Eagles. They're leading by 1 score, 6-0. High snap, Grenier losing the football. And the Eagles have lost the football. The Ravens recovered. It is
Number
Christian
60.
Holmes, the big man, Mark.
Did you see him? He just took and pushed the quarterback. He pushed him out of the way and fell on the football.
He just said, hey, man, get out of the way.
It's okay, I'll take it.
Number 60. I say this in no disrespect, parents out there of the homes, but he's been eating his meat and potatoes, Jackie. That's a big kid right there. And his smart coach just added dialogue. He literally pushed Grenier down and said, this is my ball. And Mark, you can blame that on the center for the Eagles. I mean, that was
just a high snap.
Turnover. Ravens now. Changing of the guard here. Looks like a little confusion of where somebody needed to be. Number 1 was animated. 35 running, 23. Sidlecki brought him down. That was the carry by Arian Hunt. Jackie, did you see number 1?
So it started with the coach.
Just like
it started with the coach
boy.
over here telling him to back up. And then the number 1 was getting his attention, telling him to back up as well.
And I guess he was playing wide receiver. So he can move around and hoop and hop and jump, right, Mark? I mean, it's fair game for him trying to tell those guys to get back in their spot.
He can. As long as you set 1 second before the ball snaps.
Well, he was definitely animated. Let's see what number 1 Alexander will do this time. Looks like they got the read of the play. Checking with the coach, conferring. James is still there. Snap. Give it up the middle.
Running it up.
Give it right up the middle. He's
There's
still on
flag
his
on the
feet.
play.
Flag thrown in the pile. And Sidlecki and company bring him down. That's number 4. That's number 85 of the defense for the Eagles. Or 95, Samuel Sanders, as well as Goldsberry. Remember, Goldsberry got an interception before the end of the first half of the game. But a flag on the play, Mark, again. Oh.
Procedure again. I think we've had 1 roughing call. I think we've had 1 holding call and about 50 procedure calls.
Holding on the Ravens. This will be a holding on the Ravens. So back them up. So it is on the offense. Jackie, it's just one of those things where we see a gift being given to either team and then the penalties taken all the way. Seeing it again.
It's sloppy play.
Yep, they had the ball at the 36-yard line.
James, catch made, throw to number 2. He's got still on his feet. Then he gets brought down by number 3 and 5 of the defense for the Eagles. That, of course, is Tyrone Skipper and Elijah Deloach. That was number 2 of Jelani Harris that caught the football, Jackie.
They need a couple more plays like that. That was a nice play.
That was a big play, Mark, to get up the field like that. Back in Eagles territory, 3rd and 11.
He recognized the pressure, brought the ball back down, and as the player came down because he had jumped, he threw it over his head.
But the frustrating thing is, Jackie, is that's just to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. You still got another 11 yards to go if you're the Ravens. So we got one wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback
overthrown
it. It was intended for number 2.
Threw it too early.
Incomplete.
Which it was red. Number 4 for the Eagles was right there on it, so he was on top of it if he'd have caught the football.
James to Harris, incomplete pass. 4th and 11 now for the Ravens. Already heading, Jackie, to the midway point of the 3rd quarter of this game as well.
Wow.
Don't forget, tomorrow night we're in CMS Bengals Stadium. Conference play begins for Thursday Night Football. JV, they're 3-0. That'll be tomorrow night. Friday night back here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. Searing's Friday Night Lights, round number 5, and the 7A Greater News River Conference play.
All right, sneaks away, gets it
James up the middle.
He should have cut that to the outside.
Jelani Harris, my apologies.
He had room to run.
That was the James Harris connection, taking James to Jelani Harris. He goes up the middle. Finally, a bring down now by number 55 on the defense for the Eagles. That was Eli Banks.
But they turn it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10.
Man, I mean.
So they need another fumble or they need an interception.
And just like that.
If he'd have cut that ball to the outside and ran toward the school, toward the highway, then he would have been in the end zone.
But it's a turnover on downs for the Ravens, and the Eagles will take the football back now on the 32. Wesley Grenier, last time the captain was at the line for the QB1 spot, he fumbled the football, turnover, and Holmes got it for the big lineman of the defense of the Ravens. This time it's a pitch behind the quarterback. It was intended for number 3, Tyrone Skipper. Mark, by the time that Grenier got the football to Skipper, the defense was there and stopped him.
It was. Loss of 2 on the play should be. Actually, it's a loss of 3.
That was number 32 and 30 on the defense for the Ravens, making the stop of 𝗦𝗂𝗯𝗲. I've been saying his name a lot tonight. And number 30 of Bryson Thomas also. Young middle school up-and-comers of the Comet Nation on the field tonight. I'm feeling what it's like to play under the lights at Nixon-Fowler. Grenier swips, gets it down to 2. And Walker under attack. He'll sweep from one side to the right to the left, and he's coming up with it, Mark. Oh, he got down at around the 30. Shoestring tackle there by number 33 on the defense, Mark, to bring him down. Whatever it takes, and that's exactly what Colin Johnson did.
They had the young man back here deeper for even more of a loss. However, he did not wrap him up, and he was able to get away, but still it's fixing to be 3rd and about 12. All that running, he made it back. He got 1 yard.
I could hear Coach Walker right now talking to CJ. You gotta get up the field. Don't go, and Mark says it all the time as well. Don't go east or west. Get up the field. Make moving up the field. Go north. Walker, and there's whistles now, and I think there's a timeout.
Yeah, because it was
Clayton Eagles timeout on the field.
It was going to be a delay game.
A timeout called on the field. Will take one with them. Vincent's Pub and Eatery on 800 East Main Street has been a go-to destination for the Clayton Comets community and everybody of Seatown. Vincent's Pub and Eatery takes care of all of your food and beverage needs for weekly specials, appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, the entrees, the Vincent special salads. Hey, you like the desserts? I do too. Side desserts, delicious beverages from soda products, sweet tea, and yes, even your adult beverages. Big screen televisions cover all the action with your favorite sporting events. And the home of Comics Football Weekly, every Tuesday night for Vincent's Pub and Eatery. 800 East Main Street. Tell them the Community Radio Network sent you. Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Good food, good fun, and go Comets. Back to the line again we go. Grenier fires.
Ooh, almost intercepted.
Almost picked off. Number 7 and number 3 on the coverage mark, and just like that, it's incomplete. Boy, Grenier about turned it over for the 3rd time in the game. Remember, he had 2 interceptions in the first half. Isaiah Blue and Chase Smith were almost both there to take it away.
Mm-hmm.
And this one now set up a 3rd and 12 on the 30 for the Eagles. Mark, I'll be honest, as we move into the 4th quarter, we see a new renewed vigor in the Riverwood Ravens here.
What?
Grenier will punt it. It will drop. Ball has a mind of its own, and it will go down and around the 45 of the Eagles, or the Ravens, actually. So the Ravens will now get back out there. Jackie, get ready to go again. 1st and 10 on the 45. 2:13 left in the 3rd quarter.
Man, these quarters are going by fast.
They really are. But, Mark, it's just like you said, when you're constantly running up the middle, running the clock out, running the middle, it runs the clock down. Winding the clock, clock's on go again.
Riverwood needs to get on that ball.
Mark, you might be able to make it to La Casina for post-game dinner.
I'm going to make it somewhere for dinner because I ain't had none yet.
Neither have I. I got a iRacing broadcast at 9 p.m. Eastern.
La Casina, Vincent, Draft House.
James going to number 2, and it is Harris still back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. Actually, no, he goes nowhere. 2nd and 10.
Sounds like to me, Mark. We're going to go through Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue drive-thru.
That ain't nothing wrong with that either. I'm not a fan of their chicken.
Really?
Their barbecue. I like their chicken, but I'm not a fan of their barbecue.
Chicken's all right.
So I'm in no way promoting somebody that don't give us money on CRM, but have you ate at Low and Slow Barbecue yet, Mark, near the airport on 70?
No.
Pretty good. Pretty good. James up the... Whoa!
Why did he run straight into...
Man, he went right to Harris, and he got just leveled.
He decided to go play tag.
He must have, because the goal is to run away from the defender, not into the arms of the defender.
Clayton James handoff to Harris, and he got swallowed up by about 6 defenders on the front line of the Eagles defense. Clayton James will get the play. Quarterback back out. 3rd and 12, under a minute now. Half a minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter at Nixon Fowler Stadium. 3rd and 12 with a 43. The Ravens will now take a timeout.
Well, it appears to be an umpire call time. Looks like it's an equipment.
It is an equipment timeout.
He blew his whistle and he tapped his chest.
So that's Jelani Harris, Mark, that got rocked, and I'm wondering if something broke on his football equipment after he went down.
I don't know, or the referee may have noticed a young man. I don't know. Anyway, 3rd and 12.
Bye, Miss Anita. Always good seeing Anita Bland. Looks like Harris will come off the field for at least a play or two. Jelani Harris, we go down to a 3rd and 12. And this time the quarterback gets dropped.
And that's the end of the quarter.
Number 3, number 54, Tyrone Skipper and Thiago Mendez, Jackie, on the takedown of our QB for the Ravens of Clayton James. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
That was quick 3rd quarter. I mean, I think there was both teams got able to go down the field, got a 4th down, had a turnover.
I'm telling you. And by the way, nobody scored in the 3rd quarter either. Matter of fact, if I think about it, nobody has scored since the 1st quarter when the Eagles did. 6-0. There are 8 minutes left for these young men and the cheerleader ladies to experience what it's like here at Nixon Fowler Stadium under the Friday night lights on a Wednesday. When we come back, the fourth quarter of the middle school football special next. Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash later or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. We're ready to start the fourth quarter. The CRN Middle School Football Special. There's 8 minutes remaining. Mark Coach Jackie Posey, I'm Wesley Outland. And the Ravens will punt the football.
Right up in there.
Yes, that's Landon Riley punting the football as we start the fourth quarter. So Riley will come out and punt. 10 seconds gone. We now get ready for a 1st and 10 on the 49 for the Eagles. 6-0 Eagles on the Ravens right now. Mark, what's Coach Chernezzi saying right now to these Eagle players? Obviously, if they're leading by 6, game not over, but you still have the lead with the final quarter to go in the game.
He's saying, don't jump offside, block the man in front of you, and let's go down the field and score. This game is not over.
Get at least another score to try to seal it, if you will, but a 2-score lead. Wesley Grenier, 2 to the backfield. You got motion, handoff to number 2. That's Walker. Walker finds an opening up the middle gap, and he'll run. He'll go right to around the 47. And did he fumble the football? Did he fumble the football?
I don't think so.
Walker had the football, but then the man for the Ravens came up with it of number 1 of Michael Alexander. Michael thought it was his football, but I think it's going to be the Eagles football, Mark.
It appears so.
It will be 2nd down and 7 on the 48. The Eagles are now moving into Ravens territory. 6-0. Very low-scoring game. Mark, are middle school games normally this low-scoring?
No.
Motion by Walker. The snap. Handed off to Sidlecki. Sidlecki up to the left side. He's all got room, and he's running. 40, 55, 40, 40, heading to the 35, and then he got brought down at around the 36. Move the chains. It is a 1st down for the Eagles. What a great run there, Jackie, by number 23, Lane Sidlecki. And just like that, it is a 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Just keep pushing. Oh, sorry.
He went down the hallway a minute ago.
He's right here.
He's on a field trip.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Our CRN mascot, Chance. You know what? I do have a beeper. We just didn't bring it, Mark. Grenier comes to the line. Fullback, running back behind receivers. And there goes up the middle. Lane Sidlecki again. He is heading towards the 30. Just inside the 20 and the 30-yard line. Looks like he's going to be around the... Back to the line. Ball will be now at around the 27, 28-yard line. 2nd and 2. Mark, I would say this also. Am I right, Hoss? Run the clock out.
Yeah.
Run the clock. You got the lead. Run the clock out. 5 minutes left to go in regulations. If you're the Eagles, you hold on to the football. This game could be over that way, too. Up the middle. Boy, he was pushing the pile there. Whoa, number 3. Tyrone Skipper looked like he was the lone man on the island there when the Ravens finally swallowed him out. Right up the middle of the line. It's going to be about a 3rd and 1 coming up here on the 27, Jackie, for the Eagles.
Eagles pushing.
Heading towards the midway point of the regulation 4th period as well. 4th quarter. They play 8 minutes. 4 minutes remaining now. Clayton leading 6-0. The Eagles on the Ravens. Here comes Grenier. Up the middle. He's got room to run. He's going to head into the red zone. He's going to be just about a yard or 2 shy mark, but it is a first down. They will move the chains. And the Eagles will move up the field, heading towards the red zone. I think they're 2 yards shy. 1st and 10 mark on the 22 for the Clayton Eagles.
Just get it in the end zone at this point.
I think they're trying to run the clock out. I really do. Grenier going to Sidlecki. Sidlecki down the sideline, running again. Boy, Mark, that was a dog pile at the chains over there. Referee was checking on the chain man, saying, "Are you okay?" That was a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 13. Mark, I think this strategy is what the Eagles are doing. Like you said, drain them out, run the clock down, try to go for a score. But in this game, don't let the Ravens get the football anymore.
But what's most important, what have you not seen?
No flags. What an improvement as well.
They just had to get warmed
motion,
up.
Grenier. And you're going to jinx it, Mark. I bet you the flags are flying now. Not
still
yet.
standing.
Grenier's running, man. Keeps the football. I think he lost some yards, actually.
I don't think he got the first
I don't think
down.
he went anywhere. 3rd and 1 coming up, I think. Got a timeout being called by Riverwood. We'll pause for station identification as we near the home stretch of the 2025 Middle School Football Classic on the Community Radio Network.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN. Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media and Facebook at CRN, Community Radio Network. Also, check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen to the games live on your radio dial at 87.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always at wearecrn.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Timeout expiring as we welcome you back to Nixon Fowler Stadium. We're getting ready to wrap it up here in the Middle School Football Classic. The Eagles are leading but threatening to score again, 6-0 over the Riverwood Ravens. Mark Coates, Jackie Posey, I'm Wesley Outland. They are in the W Energy Red Zone, Jackie, and the Eagles are running the clock down, doing exactly what they need to do to try to take this one to the house here.
Yes, they just need to push it through.
Grenier up the middle to Lane Sidlecki. Sidlecki's on his feet. He keeps on pushing, driving, goes around the 10. He's around the 8, and he finally goes down around the 5 mark. He was not going to quit. First and goal.
First and goal is going to be on the 7.
I wish we had instant replay, Jackie, because that was just amazing athleticism by the young 8th grader, the fullback defensive end, number 23 of Lane Sidlecki. He was not going down right up the middle. He had 5 or 6 Raven defenders, even Holmes, the big man, number 60, trying to get him to go down, and he would not go. First and goal on the 7. And here come the penalty flags, Mark.
Defense.
Offsides, I think, on the Ravens.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, right?
No, well, it would be.
No, it's what, to the goal line? Half the distance to the goal?
Half the distance.
So what is that, the 4? The 4, the 3-yard line?
That's where they're putting it.
So a penalty in 1st and goal, half the distance to the goal, so it's going to be around the 3 or 4-yard line.
Yeah, for it to be a 5-yard penalty, Jackie, it had to be in at the 11-yard line or further back.
I got you.
Looks like it's between the 3 and the 4.
A little push.
Maybe. Got Walker and number 3 behind him, Skipper. Give it to Walker, and he got
the wrong
shoestring
damn
tackle
way.
brought down. Number 32 on the defense for the Ravens.
He's hurt.
That is 𝗦𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃𝗯𝗲. We got a player down on the field
It's
for Walker. Well, Mark, he shoestring tackled him. I mean, he had to grab him by the cleats to get him to go down. And
he did.
Trainers for the Eagles checking out Walker as we take an injury timeout here.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, you're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Well, Mark Walker hopped right back up about 45 seconds later, and he's right back in the huddle.
Well, no, he's not.
He's going to the sideline, actually.
Yeah, he's got to go out of the game for a play.
So Walker, C.J. Walker.
So he's tackled. He's back to the 9-yard line.
The quarterback wing now, 2nd and goal from the 9. Boy, that was a big loss there, Jackie. They were on the 4-yard line, and then they had a 5 yards that they lost with Walker going down.
Well, it's like you said, like Mark says all the time, east and west, you can't go. You got to go north and
Grenier,
south.
Sidlecki,
Turn
open
it up.
room. He lost his mouthpiece running so fast. He's still on his feet at the 2, maybe the 1, and they swallow him and bring him down. He might be marked at the 2-yard line. It's going to be close for the Eagles. Lane Sidlecki was going so fast his mouthpiece fell out. Third and goal on the 2 for the Eagles, and another timeout is going to be taken as well.
What I've seen, that young man there may be the best running back in the backfield that they got.
Running back, fullback.
Not taking nothing away from Walker because they're two different styles. He's more of a fullback. Walker looks to be more of a slasher like a tailback, but he runs hard.
One of the 5 captains for the Clayton Eagles team, including Kai Evans, C.J. Walker, Wesley Grenier, the quarterback. Obviously, he's the lead captain. Ray Thompson and Lane Sidlecki. And Sidlecki, again, powering all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and goal on the 2. 70 side at Nixon Fowler for the Eagles when the timeout expires. And we are closing in on a minute left to go in regulation also. Here they come running back to the line. The Ravens defense is already there. The Eagles now on the offense, ready to set. Sidlecki alongside Grenier. Grenier now actually right up under the center. He'll hand it off to Walker. Walker now up the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! The clock expires with under a minute remaining. And the Eagles might have just iced the game here, Mark, with a touchdown by Walker.
Set it up and go ahead and get you 2 points.
How long they had that ball? 5 and a half minutes?
They've had that ball over, no sir, what, 7 minutes? Because they had the football mark to start the 4th quarter. They might have had it a minute in the 3rd quarter. So they've had that football for over 8 minutes now, 9 minutes if you will. And the Eagles' strategy has worked. They run the clock down, they run up the field, they get first downs and more. Now they go for 2. Lane Sidlecki, he's trying to get brought down, and Holmes will stop him. So the 2-point conversion both times tonight for the Eagles will be no good, but it will be a 12-0 score right now for the Eagles now, here with a minute remaining. Boy, oh boy, Jackie, I pretty much think this thing's over right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Chance, what do you think?
Chance, Wayne. Your bone?
He's like, I want more chocolate. That's what
No,
I'm
he
looking for.
wants his bones.
What do you think, buddy? Our senior and mascot, Chance Wayne, is here. Mark, a matter of fact, the first ever football game that we took Chance Wayne to was this game.
Was it?
The middle school football game, yes.
He was a pain in the tail then, he's a pain in the tail now.
Jackie said that Chance Wayne's got on his nerves for the last 3 days now.
He has made me mad the last 3 days. Did you see my lip, Mark? Do you see what he did to me?
Who did that?
That dog at 4 o'clock in the morning wanted to play with his daddy.
Retta got me in the corner of the lip this morning. So.
Wesley Grenier will get ready to kick it back deep for the Ravens as the Eagles again could pretty much say this could be a done deal. 12-0. And how about this, Mark? I just thought about this as well. Coach Russell was telling me the Ravens came into this game at 2-0.
Yep.
This is their first loss of the season.
Yep.
Wesley Grenier, this man's done it all. It's an onside kick. Ravens lose the football, and it's picked up by Walker. It is Eagles football, Mark.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 57 seconds. Might as well slide on down and get another one.
That is number 2, C.J. Walker. It bounced off the body of a Raven player, and Walker for the Eagles got it back. Do you play, Mark, or do you take a knee and say it's over? What do you do?
Take a knee.
And they're already running the wow, Mark. They're running the clock down. And here we go. It is a turnover, Mark. It is Eagles football. And they're already shaking hands. They're already shaking hands. They're already saying congratulations. 30 seconds remaining, Jackie. This game is pretty much over here. Yeah, the Eagles are going to win this thing.
They just need to snap it one time. That's going to be it.
And great sportsmanship by the young 7th and 8th graders of the Riverwood Ravens and the Clayton Eagles. Hand to the ref. Wesley Grenier will do that. The Clayton Eagles win over the Riverwood Ravens 12-0 for the 2025 edition of the CRN Middle School Football Classic. You hear the crowd. You hear the jubilation. They're excited, Jackie.
Well, they have every right to be. But they need to get in line and meet halfway down the field.
And Mark, just think, these are some of the future stars, future Comets that we might be calling in the future here at Nixon Fowler Stadium for Clayton.
Future's bright.
I'm telling you. Very bright future. Great star players like Walker, C.J. Walker. Just to name a few, Wesley Grenier. Lane Sidlecki made a lot of noise. And when it's all said and done, it is a 12-0 win. We're going to get off the air, guys. Don't forget, coming up the top of the hour, like 45 minutes from now, we've got the NASCAR Cup Series iRacing from Daytona. We're going to have Dean Hopton, Justin White, and myself in the booth. It's going to be a good one to kick off season 2. And a lot of people enjoy the coverage that we do of iRacing on the radio. They said it sounds just like the real deal. Mark, your final take of this game, sir. 12-0. Looking forward to Friday night. Varsity and JV as always, sir.
Well, a lot of turnovers tonight. Ball control by the Eagles here in the second half. They came out, established the line of scrimmage, got the ball, controlled the clock. Riverwood just didn't seem like they could ever get their offense going. The Eagles were ready for whatever they wanted to run on defense tonight, and it was a defensive battle right down to the end. But the Eagles scored that final touchdown with less than a minute remaining, and will take the win tonight here in Seatown, 12-0 over the Riverwood Ravens.
Thank you, Mark. Jackie, your final take of this game as well, and I think your brother's calling you too.
Yeah, he'd be all right. Heck of a game, you know. Clayton came out and decided they wanted to play. Riverwood, they had it going. They pushed the momentum. When they had it, the damn penalty.
The penalties indeed, for sure. But it's all said and done. It's all about the special moment for these kids. Obviously, it is a win for the Clayton Eagles. 12-0 the final, but to be able to have the fans, the young men and women, the cheerleaders, the players, the coaches, the families, friends gathering, two schools coming together to be a part of what they do here at Nixon Fowler Stadium for CRN is special, Mark.
And they're all gathering together on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Take in that moment for sure, no doubt about it. Well, we're going to get off the air here. We're going to pack up our broadcast equipment. Don't forget, coming up 9 p.m. Eastern, we got the coverage again with the NASCAR Cup Series from Daytona. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be in Fuquay Arena at Bengals Stadium and back here at Nixon Fowler Stadium as always on Friday for Friday Night Lights. For everybody at the Community Radio Network, thank you to the Clayton Middle School, thank you to Riverwood, thank you to Coach Scott Chadwick and the Clayton Comets football team, Clayton High, Melissa Hubbard, John Asmus and Joe Monte, principals, for helping getting the information. For Mark Coates, Jackie Posey, I am Wesley Outland. Go Ravens, go Eagles, and as always, go Comets. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. 12-0, the Eagles over the Ravens, 12 final here at Nixon Fowler Stadium.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com. Since 2018, CRN, proud to be the voice of the Clayton Comets. The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN.